Push up quick enough as the first ball went back out from the corner, but I mean, I suppose you live and learn.
I think the lads have learnt a good deal about the game because of tonight, playing a First Division side, different to Fourth Division, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, we've had a great start in the Fourth Division, and it's probably just brought us down a peg or two, which it sounds funny, it may not be a bad thing, you know, with bearing in mind the league form, it might bring us down to earth, but it would have been very nice to win as well tonight, but you know, that's how it goes.
Obviously you've just joined Torquay on permanent terms, so a real baptism of fire for you on your first appearance as a Torquay player, really.
Oh, obviously, yeah, I mean, it's a hell of a game to come into. I just went out with it in my mind, whatever happens, I'm going to enjoy it, and I mean, although I let 4 goals in, I mean, I did enjoy it, so there you go, just hope there's more of them.
Is it all over for Torquay, or can you possibly do something up there at Men Road?
Well, we'll go out and we'll have a go. I can't say do any better than that.
So disappointment then for Torquay United, but what...
The penalty. Second half was a different story, with Torquay hitting back to equalise with this goal from substitute Dean Edwards. And with just 15 minutes left, Tynan popped up with the goal which took Torquay to the top of the table.
Yesterday's Smith
might have put them ahead in the 24th minute, but for a timely clearance from Andy Holmes. But after half an hour, Torquay got the goal they deserved. Loram's cross found Tynan, and his shot was headed home by Russell Musker. But Doncaster looked a much better side after the break, but Torquay still had enough chances to build on their first half lead. Dean Edwards was desperately unlucky not to get a second goal after some good work from Smith and Loram. Well, that miss might have proved costly, as the visitors applied plenty of pressure in the closing stages, with John Muir twice coming close to grabbing the equaliser. In the end, the final whistle came as something of a relief, and left midfield player Russell Musker, who almost missed the match through illness, with a rare cause for celebration.
Definitely a rare goal. I can't remember the last time I scored, really. I didn't know what to do when it went in. I didn't know whether to run to the manager or run to the fans or run to the players or what. But it's a nice feeling to get the winner and keep us well on top of the table. We kept them at bay first half. Second half, I thought they'd come at us a bit, which we expect in a top of the table clash. But at the end of the day, I think we deserved the win.
certainly did. United home again on Saturday. Playmore really buzzing at the moment.
Dean was there at the match.
Well, Torquay were soon warming to their new role as Fourth Division leaders. Paul Smith might have put them ahead in the 24th minute, but for a timely clearance from Andy Holmes.
Football scores
Saturday, Torquay's unbeaten league record staying intact with a 2-1 win over Blackpool. Its result which has taken United 5 points clear at the top of the Fourth Division table.
It was certainly all Torquay in the early stages. Tall defender Matthew Elliott had a second-minute header saved on the line. And minutes later, man of the match Sean Joyce saw his superb dipping volley crash off the inside of the post with the keeper well beaten. Well, Torquay's reward finally came on the half hour. Elliott's cross and Tommy Tynan's outstretched foot, giving him his 6th goal of the season and the 297th of a long career. Well, the second goal came 12 minutes later, Smith and Loram combining to send in a perfect cross for Joyce to head home. Well, Blackpool showed up more after the break and deservedly scored when Howes fell to clear Rodwell's corner and Sinclair's shot was deflected in by Phil Stant. And once again, there were a few nervous moments near the end for Torquay, but they held on for a valuable victory.
Blackpool.
Very, very well under Dave Smith at the moment. Unbeaten in the league, Jim.
Indeed they are. And Dean Edwards scoring a very good goal here to put them 1 up. And old Smudger's made them work down there, hasn't he? He's got them 8 points in front. But all the shots strike back. Well taken goal this by Charlie Henry.
Although I have to ask the question, why was the goalkeeper so far out his goal?
I don't know. Why was the goalkeeper so far out of his goal?
You'd have to have been there to see.
But this is a good goal. This is Adrian Randall, and he's attracting a bit of attention, actually. He's a very good player. Aldershot might have a dilemma here. They need the money, but they also need good players. And it's going to be one that they'll have to toy with, I think, for a while.
It's always a problem for the lower division clubs, that one.
Clubs, it isn't.
Now, whose goal is this one? Paul Smith has a shot here.
Yeah.
Did it go in?
I would give that to Paul Smith. But then again, if I was Dean Edwards, I'd be claiming it.
The man who's never off the goal-scoring charts, Jim, Tommy Tynan.
Oh, old Tom, how many has he scored? 250 odd now?
There he is. The ball comes off the bar. There's
Yeah.
Tommy knocking it in. 238 goals.
230.
Absolutely fantastic.
Well done.
Right, now something a little...
Tommy Tynan now needing just 2 goals to reach that incredible milestone of 300 in his long career. Tynan's latest was that dramatic winner against Aldershot, a superb finish after Mark Loram's volley hit the underside of the bar. Well, not to stretch their already massive lead at the top of the 4th Division. Hopefully, it'll be the perfect stage for Tynan to notch up his 300th goal.
So the Tommy saga continues. Another season, another landmark in what's proving to be a remarkably prolific career. After spells at Swansea, Sheffield Wednesday, Rotherham, Newport, 2 at Argyle and now Torquay, 34-year-old Tynan finds himself about to join soccer's goal-scoring elite. The 300 includes cup goals, of course, but even in the league, Tynan's up there with the best. This is the striker's roll of honour so far this season. Keith Edwards heads the list with 252, then comes Tynan with 245, followed by Kerry Dixon, Ian Rush, Trevor Francis and Gary Lineker.
My game is based on not being scared of missing as well as scoring. The ones you miss, you think about, but the ones that you score are in the record books and that's it. But, I mean, if you have four chances at goal and you score 1 or 2, they don't come back and say, well, what about the one you missed? It's the one you scored they talk about. So when it comes down to it, it's just that no fear, and if I get enough chances, then I'll score enough goals.
Cleaner feet now than he had 5 years ago, and I think his discipline is better. I think as he's got older, he's just got better.
But Tommy would be the first to admit he should have reached his target on Tuesday night. He scored the penalty but missed the rest. Even so, it was a dynamic performance from a player driven by instinct.
I said in a recent paper interview that it's quantity I want, not quality. So all my goals I enjoy, and whether it's a tap-in or 20 yards, but most of them are sort of in and around the box, 12 yards out. I mean, I enjoy all of them.
I got a feeling that all-important goal will come tomorrow.
To stretch their unbeaten run to 11 games. Tommy Tynan needed just 2 goals for that milestone of 300 in a long career, and after going close early on, he put Torquay into a well-deserved lead from the penalty spot. Sean Joyce brought down just inside the area. The former Plymouth player was irrepressible, and he could have had a hat-trick. The second half, all United, with Tynan seeing shots and headers go just wide, or well saved by goalkeeper Morris. So just 1 goal to show for Torquay's efforts, but enough to set the champagne corks popping in the dressing room.
We've celebrated in style tonight, but I think we've got to get our feet on the ground by the time Saturday comes along, because we've got a big game on Saturday. But tonight's been about the record.
Can you keep this up, though?
Yes, we can.
Of course you can. So Tommy needs
to make his 300. Different story, though, after the break, with Rochdale in complete command, but finding Gareth Howes in splendid form. His golden moment came 10 minutes from time when he parried this Mick Holmes penalty. Goalless draw number 3, but the goal's still 7 points clear at the top of Division 4.
Extended their magnificent goal-scoring landmark of 300 career goals with a double strike against Carlisle.
This is Tynan. Good ball from him to Myers. He's got Holmes running into a good position. Can Holmes get the shot in? Chance now for Torquay United. Goal number 1 for Torquay. Paul Holmes, the scorer. Set up for him by Tynan and Myers. Torquay United lead by 1-0. Joyce now setting up Loram. Loram with the chip in towards the far post. In comes Tommy Tynan. And that is goal number 300 for Tommy Tynan. What a moment from him, and what a goal to celebrate that landmark with. Uzel up in support. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Chipped in towards Edwards. Tynan. Another one. Tommy Tynan gets the second goal of the afternoon. Torquay United lead by 3-0. And what a day it's turning out to be for Tommy Tynan.
It's nice to get the 300, but I mean, all the goals are the same, you know. I mean, that's what you're paid to do, and if you don't do them, then you're left out the side. But I mean, I've done it for a long time now, and the 300th was a nice goal. I was more pleased with the 301st because I thought it was an exceptional move and a good finish.
And obviously setting yourself more targets now. 249 league goals, I think, so 250 league goals will be the next one, presumably.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I don't score another one this year, I want me bottom kicking, don't I?
The Torquay's unbeaten record in the 4th division looks certain to end when Matthew Elliott gave away a penalty 5 minutes from time at York. But keeper Gareth Howells came to the rescue and keep Torquay 7 points clear at the top. Well, the National Tennis Championships in Telford end.
There isn't such a thing as a short journey for Torquay. Their recent trip to Rochdale took 10 hours. It's quicker to fly to Las Vegas. So a Friday night out in Scarborough was just another jaunt for the 4th division leaders and their loyal band of followers. The kick-off had even been put back to 8 o'clock to allow them time to get there. And Carter might just profit from this. He picked it up and it's taken on by Brook, who checks inside the first and goes outside the second. Gets into the penalty area and Brook is brought down and Scarborough have a penalty. And Scarborough are 1-up with Mitch Cook's penalty. Loram is one man wide on his left. Instead he found Tynan, goes on Mark Loram. That's the best effort and a terrific save from Ian Ironside as well.
I think the performance tonight, as I say, especially in the second half, was outstanding, and I think the lads were brilliant. I think they'll bounce back straight away. I can't see it having any adverse effects at all.
To play more, I mean, but are you able to keep the spirits high?
Well, it's a case of fish and chips for them, but of course I'm staying up tonight, you see, because I'm going away down to Maidstone tomorrow to see our next couple of opponents.
I hope they enjoy the fish and chips anyway.
Oh, I think they will do.
Thanks very much,
Oh dear, oh dear.
Well, Exeter's scorer. Today he was playing for his club against Maidstone on his 35th birthday. Ray Stubbs reports.
For the birthday boy, today's tie was the start of his 15th assault on the FA Cup. Tommy Tynan has been around professional football for a long time. At 16, Tynan was spotted by the great Bill Shankly and spent 4 years at Anfield. Since then, he's really moved around the lower divisions. Not many 4th division strikers have had books written about them, but Tynan has Life at the Soccer Factory. Productivity has been high. He's the 2nd highest goal scorer currently playing professional football. A 5th round FA Cup goal in 1984 helped him on his way to a semi-final appearance with Plymouth. That's one of the goals in a record that stood at 301. Torquay arrived in Kent last night to prepare for today's tie, but also to start the celebrations for the Torquay player coach's 35th birthday.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Tommy, happy birthday to you.
Oh, well done, yes, just as he cuts through the fence.
Maidstone, currently mid-table in the 4th division, are playing their home games at Dartford's ground while they search for a site for a new stadium. As Torquay arrived as clear leaders of the 4th division, they were in confident mood for their match of the day. Having lost only twice so far this season, were they in line for a decent cup run?
Yes, I think we are. I mean, we're top of the league. Why shouldn't we?
Now, 35, any thoughts on retiring?
You better see the gaffer, see what he says. No, I don't think so. I'm still fit enough to play till I'm 50. A couple more years.
Things started well. 23 minutes gone and business as usual on the shop floor. Tynan was in the penalty area to score career goal number 302. A sharp turn and an expert finish. But then the party started to go horribly wrong. The presents that were handed out were goals from Maidstone. Steve Butler heading the equaliser, several white shirts standing looking at each other. And just before half-time, Torquay found themselves 2-1 down. The equaliser really fired Maidstone up. They broke forward, the ball ended at the feet of Lawrence Osborne. Torquay goalkeeper Gareth Howells could only palm it into the net, and it's odds on he won't be the life and soul of any party tonight. Torquay started the second half positively, Dean Edwards firing against the post, and there was money for a replay. But the game really hinged on a 30-second spell with 15 minutes to go. Tynan played the ball in. When the ball came across, Gary Stebbing acrobatically managed to keep the ball out from Steve Cookson and Mark Loram. Torquay tried to continue the attack, but Phil Lloyd got caught in possession on the halfway line, and Butler again raced through to score a magnificent goal. That settled it, although Maidstone scored a fourth just on the whistle. It was Carl Elsey that ran intelligently forward. The ball came across, and Mark Gall couldn't miss. That made it 4-1 for Maidstone, Torquay crashing out.
I thought perhaps the way we started in the first half an hour that we may not be in the draw come Monday. But we've got a bit of character, and we've got some players, well, all the players that can play here, and a bit more confidence crept into the side. We pushed more men forward, and I thought we ended up looking a very good side.
A word about Tommy Tynan, because he had his 35th birthday, scored a goal, and I think you tried to sign him once or twice.
Yeah, certainly when I was at Gillingham, he was a player that I was always after, had a great goal-scoring record. And, of course, he proved that you can only you give him half a chance. It's in the back of the net. He's very quick to tuck that one away. And I thought, well, he's perhaps going to have a very happy birthday. I know it won't be quite as happy now that we got 4 more goals, but a good player and a credit to his profession.
Tommy, well, that spoilt the birthday party slightly.
Yes, it did, yeah. Disappointing result for us. We thought we played quite well at times, but they struck the chances away.
At least you got goal number 302, though.
Yes, that's right. Probably one of our first attacks, really. A free kick into the box. Matthew Ellis has headed it down and just got in front of the defender and took it in the corner.
But not the happiest birthday you've ever had?
No, I've had better.
Well, he lost today, but he got another goal. Why was he never snapped up by a First Division club, do you think?
Well, it's difficult because, I mean, it was a great finish today, wasn't it, and to give them the lead.
Super.
I mean, he's an instinctive finisher, as we say. I mean, other players like Ted McDougall, he had 2 or 3 clubs in the First Division, but he was a prolific goal scorer further down. Trevor Senior had a little flurry, didn't he? And I think it's just that worry whether their all-round game would then sort of be able to adapt. But I mean, I think Tommy Tynan now, what, 35? If he was 25 now, I think he would get the opportunity. Perhaps 10 years ago, there were a few more players, you know, of that quality around, and I think then he just seemed to miss out. But every year he used to be linked with different clubs, but nobody would actually make the plunge.
Perhaps they were wrong. Well, when the draw was made for this first round...
Last Saturday's cup match at Maidstone, Tommy Tynan put them ahead with this birthday goal. But they were then hit by 4 at the other end. Torquay still top of the 4th, but they haven't won a game in any competition for almost a month.
Last then, but are the cracks appearing in Torquay's Championship Challenge? Action now from their home clash with Hartlepool. Martin Dean is the commentator.
It's gone, then Dalton with the corner. Loaded in towards the far post, so that was Andy Davis just getting the header in. Musker with the chip forward. Tynan's found a bit of space. Can he get the shot in? And Tommy Tynan, last beginning to bring the Torquay crowd to its feet. Holmes with a little chip in towards Tynan. Tynan with a shot. Save in the end by Brian Cox. Wilson with the chip forward, one for Allen to chase. Howells has come out. Allen's shot is there. A goal for Hartlepool. They've taken the lead with a goal out of the blue almost. 21 minutes into this second half. Joe Allen is the scorer. To Lloyd. In towards Tynan with a header off the crossbar. Still bobbling around, and in the end, the ball goes out of play.
I was a bit worried when we came through the gates, and I wondered, oh dear me, one of them days. But you know, 10 out of 10 to the fans. You know, they give me a great reception. I wasn't so very clappy when I went out, but you know, I mean, that's football, and I mean, they've done marvellous as Torquay. You can't take it away from them. The top of the league, they're only top of the league because they've won games.
Losing's like a knife in the gut anyway, so we are very, very disappointed. I just felt that we had a lot of the play second half, and we had a lot of chances. And on their one little breakaway, they got the winning goal, but that's football.
Happy return for Cyril Knowles. Now, cricket speculation persists. It was a free weekend for Exeter City, of course, but Torquay's plans to regain top spot in Division 4 were thwarted by an enterprising Stockport side. The goals now from Friday's match.
This is Beaumont. Chance for him to get the shot in. There it is, the first goal of the night. Chris Beaumont it is who scores for Stockport, puts them a goal in front.
Some 36 minutes of this game gone. Stockport lead by a goal to nil. Good opportunist goal from Chris Beaumont. For a second time. Goes towards Edwards. Good header from him. A goal for Dean Edwards. Whereas Saunders it was who got the cross in. Edwards getting up well and just nodding the ball past Paul Cooper to make it Torquay 1, Stockport 1.
Well, United held then at home and facing a daunting trip.
Another disappointing performance. Lee Ellison grabbed Darlington's first goal after a mistake by Matthew Elliott. Minutes later, another gift from the Torquay defence. This time it's Phil Lloyd missing the cross, leaving John Borthwick to score from close range. Well, Darlington's third goal came 7 minutes from the end. Coverdale tapping the ball home after some good work by Gill and Toman. United's last win, way back in October.
So it's all bad news on the soccer front, not too good either on the... Martin Dean.
So 22 minutes gone. Holmes with the corner for Torquay. Towards the near post. Williams gets it out. Only as far though as Saunders. Shot from him off Edwards. Goal for Torquay United. Dean Edwards, the goal scorer, coming from Mick Holmes's corner. And Dean Edwards puts Torquay 1-0 in front. So a free kick right on the edge of the penalty area. Tynan lining up for it. Musker, Tynan and Saunders around it. Tynan with a little shot. Good save by David Williams. Good effort from Tommy Tynan. Williams, though, just there to touch it over the bar.
Torquay's second came from with Saturday's victory over Burnley. Here it is.
Whiston with the shot. Good save from Dave Williams. So 22 minutes gone. Holmes with the corner for Torquay. Towards the near post. Williams gets it out. Only as far though as Saunders. Shot from him off Edwards. Goal for Torquay United. Dean Edwards, the goal scorer, coming from Mick Holmes's corner. Dean Edwards puts Torquay 1-0 in front. Well, it's come off the head of Davis. Edwards with the effort, hits the post. Good effort from Dean Edwards. Smith on the break. Got Williams in front of him. Can he get round him? Chance now for Paul Smith. Surely he must score. Number 2 for Torquay United. Paul Smith, the scorer. Torquay lead 2-0. Good effort from Holmes. Great save from David Williams. And there goes the final whistle. So Torquay United end 1990 in some style. A 2-0 victory over Dave Smith's former club, Burnley.
I thought we were better than them. I thought we created a lot of good chances. And I think their keepers brought off a lot of good saves as well. But it was a good performance, and I think people like Michael Holmes, who joined us on Christmas Eve, just beat the deadline. I think he's a tremendous influence on the game as well.
Well, the old year didn't finish on quite... Since he came on loan from Rochdale, has today signed for United in a £10,000
victory and regained the leadership of the 4th Division. Also there was our man, Mark Tyler.
Earlier in the season, Torquay led the 4th Division by a massive 8 points, but they went into last night's game in 3rd place, desperate for a confidence-boosting away win. For their part, Gillingham were protecting an unbeaten league record, which stretched back 9 games to the end of October. Torquay took complete control early on. They took a 39th minute lead, a fine through ball from debutant David Hodges, allowing veteran striker Tommy Tynan to claim his 251st league goal of a long career. 1-0 to the Devon side at half-time, and they began the second half in similar style. But the second goal came in controversial circumstances. The ball fed wide to exciting right-winger Paul Smith, and the linesman raising his flag before Smith's cross was tucked home by Mark Loram. The Gillingham defence had stopped, expecting the referee's whistle. It didn't come, and Torquay were left to celebrate as the crowd voiced their protest in no uncertain terms. Gill's manager, Damien Richardson, was on the pitch to shout his protests at the man in black, Paul Vaines. The points looked safe for Torquay, but that goal had strengthened the home side's resolve. They got a goal back when David Crown's free kick slipped through the hands of Gareth Howells and rolled agonisingly over the line. An elementary error from Howells, who didn't get his body behind the ball, and Torquay manager Dave Smith couldn't believe it, reflecting perhaps on selling his other keeper earlier in the week. There was a stroke of luck too about the equaliser, a brilliant jinking run into the box by substitute Tony Eales, his shot coming off the post before hitting defender John Uzel and rebounding into the net. So a 2-2 draw, Gillingham's unbeaten record now 10 games, but their manager still seething about Torquay's second goal.
Referees are going to make mistakes, and do make mistakes, just as we all do. The line's been flagged for a free kick in our favour. The referee waved play on, assuming that he was given the free kick in Torquay's favour, and he thought he was playing an advantage. The ball went into the net. The linesman kept his flag up for a reasonable amount of time. The referee totally ignored it. And our player spoke to the linesman and said what happened. He said the free kick was in your favour, but the referee wouldn't even go over and ask him. And that's the galling part. Why did he not just go over and ask him? Not only for ourselves, for the fans. We need more communication. If the referee had gone to the linesman and even said, I'm getting the 10:30 train home and everybody thinks I'm asking you what happened there, and OK, settles people down. And like I say, we got people in hard times paying £6, £7, £9, £10 to watch it. They deserve better than that, I think.
Yeah. I think he's making a fair point
there.
It's a
good point, Damien Richardson.
When Tommy Tynan chipped in after 39 minutes, they looked set fair. Things got even better early in the second half. Some controversy as the referee ignored an offside flag before Mark Loren netted from Paul Smith's cross. 2-0 up. But 10 minutes later, it all started to go wrong. Torquay's Gary Howells seemed to have David Crown's free kick covered. He didn't. And worse was to come for manager Dave Smith, with a cruel piece of luck 6 minutes later. Tony Eales with the shot that first struck the post, then struck John Uzel. 2-2 the final score. Torquay dropped to 5th. And with a header from a mark. So draws all round there, but in
Shrewsbury, Torquay United returned to harsh reality against a Walsall side determined to dent their promotion challenge. Peter Skipper missing that early chance for the visitors. But Torquay found scoring opportunities even harder to come by. This effort from Paul Smith was just about the nearest they came to breaking the deadlock. Dean Smith should have put Walsall ahead just before half-time, but his header went wide of the beckoning goal. Well, that proved to be the last real scare at either end, as Torquay battled in vain to break down a resolute Walsall side, which was clearly content to go away with a point.
And Torquay in danger of losing touch a bit now. They're now 5th, 3 points behind the leaders Stockport.
And it was Chesterfield who looked the more aggressive side in the first half, taking the lead with this glancing header by debut boy Chris Benjamin just before the break. Into the second half, and things went from bad to worse for Torquay when Wes Saunders received his marching orders after a second bookable offence. United looked to be heading for certain defeat, but Gareth Howells kept them in the game with this brilliant stop following a vicious drive by the talented Benjamin. Then, with just 7 minutes to go, substitute Dean Edwards saved the day for the goals when he pounced during a scramble in the Chesterfield penalty area. Final score, Chesterfield 1, Torquay 1.
And finally, Torquay United did manage to stagger the football world today by making an offer to Liverpool for Peter Beardsley. The England striker is out of favour at Anfield, so United asked if they could have him on a month's loan. Not surprisingly, the answer was no. But Torquay insist it was a genuine offer, as